to your advantage and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
South Carolina, 7, Alabama.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the run, fires downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Meadows. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Riley. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, and
into the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Using his legs, it's Peppers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Wilkins. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stop for Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give out of the gun. Fights off a defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Riley. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the tailback. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Using his feet. And the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, fall top of it, forcing the turnover.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Wilkins. Makes the catch. It's Pepper. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route. Coming from the slot receiver, they get the completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Shows him the stiff arm.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Myers on the move. Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Now adjusting. Got a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corner's going to give them room. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for the defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
He's in open space downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Dances away to buy time. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This quarterback part of their running game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. On the move. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. He'll take it himself. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the 2nd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get...
There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Hauls it in. On the move to the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Steps away. Deep shot for the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Uncorks one. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Turning it on! The 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been...
Turning on the Jets. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly.
Wide open, he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Got it behind the line. It's Peppers. Gets away from one, finds room. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peppers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The high crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year, we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Off-play action. Buys a little time with his feet. On target over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
On the move, it's Peppers. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Buying some time. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Riley. He fought his way out to the 16, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game.
Looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
Scrambling away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. They'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Extending the play. Got it in the middle. It's Peppers. Continues to fight for yards. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Uncorks one to the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for room. It's Wiley. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Quarterback keeps it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd 4. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, Dave.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Bring in the heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
Dropping back, it's Reed. He's going to take a shot. He got it.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Motion from the back. Big guy smells it. They will score. Touchdown, Gator.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball in.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, and how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Gators in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Off the RPO. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line on this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to...
There he goes! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Steps away to find some room. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll try to run for it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the game, going for the big play. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense. He'll
try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. It's picked off, and that's number 10. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running to the left. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Whenever getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Clark. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Isaac. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll go out of bounds, but he's not going to have enough for the first down. He needed to turn that thing up, and he ran out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Jacob. Brings him to the open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Back to throw, it's Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you've got to go for this on 4th down. I mean, this offense hasn't even punted yet in this game anyway, and they've gone for it on 4th down a few times early. But the field position dictates that you're absolutely going for it here. Trailing on the scoreboard, you've got to dial up a good play. You've got to get your best playmaker the football.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Lewis. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fakes to grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. That is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns. touchdown.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Running behind that left side. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
When we were throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Oh, they're after him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They just keep firing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Quarterback adapting. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This time it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
So now it's second and long. Give to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Hard in the backfield, it's Isaac. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Turning it on. The tag. Touchdown, Gator. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Kansas is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Hands it off on the counter. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Panthers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Leading by one, they'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. He wants to throw it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have this. You've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air, it's Reed. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Holds it in on the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, there's no doubt where the quarterback's going to be looking in this 2-minute situation trailing in this game. Tonight, time and time again, he has been feeding this guy the football, already over 100 receiving yards, and he comes up with another big play for his quarterback on a 2-minute drive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown, Panthers. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Dances away. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Isaac. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got it on the outside. It's Clark. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and all gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this